How you doing today? What's up next for you? Well, you got some wrestling, jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu next, Worlds at the end of Vegas, Master Worlds 2024. So it'll be my first black belt debut, and hopefully we go out there and come home with gold again, because it's black belt's a different level. Like, I've been submitted more as a black belt than I was as a brown belt, and that I was talking to my professor about that. He goes, "Well, you're just exploring now. Like, you're starting all over. You're trying to develop a different game inside the gi." So I'm super excited. So if I go out there and get gold.
How long have you had your black belt now?
Fuck, 2 months, 3 months. Yeah, 3 months.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So it's been a little journey, but I'm excited about it.
Are you nervous? Is it like more pressure now that you're a black belt? You think?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, she notices it. I'll come home like, fuck, here we go again. It's gonna be interesting because it's a different game, right? Because you have, we talked about last time, like the gi, and then guys who I'm going to be facing have had their black belt since they're 18 years old, 19 years old. And so granted, I have like the higher level of competition, like professionalism. But when it comes to like this is like my third tournament in jiu-jitsu that I'll be doing in a gi. So it's like, these guys have been doing it their whole fucking lives. So we'll see how it goes.
One thing I was going to ask real quick, before we jump off this subject, you guys meet at Red Lobster. You guys have known each other for 18 years.
Yep.
You've been married for how long?
12.
12 of it. When did you tell her that you were going to become a professional fighter?
Well, I was already fighting I was already in amateur.
You
and
had
then
one amateur.
I had one amateur fight, and she'd been in all my amateur fights. And then, I don't know, you tell them.
You didn't really you never said you were going to be a professional fighter.
Yeah.
You're like, it's a hobby. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then eventually it turned into where coach was, Matt.
Yep, Matt Hume.
It's like, I think you have a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We probably
So you never sat her down and said,
No.
I want to be a professional fighter?
We talked about, because it was like full-time job, and I worked 3 or 4 jobs in and out in the beginning of a relationship, and I was one, like, I took care of everything so that he could train.
Damn.
And yeah, then it got to a point where it's like, do you really see that you could be making a living doing this? And it was like, well, you're going to have to quit your full-time job eventually. And I'm like, yeah, if you want to roll, we'll do it. Like, we'll definitely.
Yeah. And then
we like a grind.
Yep.
We like a hustle. We like to have goals. Mm-hmm. And I think it's like, we'll climb wherever you want to go, we'll go.
Yep.
We'll get you there.
And I'll never forget, because it was, like she was saying, she was working multiple jobs. I was working multiple jobs and training like Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then I worked at a job when I was doing construction. I was making good money. I was like making $14 an hour. But I was never to the gym. I could never make it to the gym on time, because I'll drive up to Seattle, Medina, work there, drive home, get to the gym by 5:30, 6 o'clock. Everybody's already had their rounds. And then I was like, you know what? Like, I want to do what's going to make me happy. And she was, you should do what make you happy. So I left that job, went back to my job. I was making $10.76 an hour, working 7 to 3. I was able to get off and train. And I would train, and then I had my amateur fights, and then I went pro. And as you know, I told everybody before, when I was pro, I was still working full time. And then until I fought Dominic Cruz, that's when I was like, after I fought Dominic Cruz, I was like, that's when I kind of like stopped working full time. And I never forget the day she was like, baby, do I have to go to work? I was like, nah, you ain't got no fucking work. Jump your ass back in that bed. And then so, but there was never a point in time I was like, I'm going to be a professional fighter.
Yeah, there wasn't really a time, like a switch that was like, this is it. It was kind of just like you enjoyed it. It made you happy. It filled your bucket. Gave you that competitive edge.
See, I need a rider like that. Someone who's going to support. Yeah. You need that.
Yeah.
That's what we.
I thought I had one when I married my Japanese wife. Like,
she did that for you?
Yeah, she was a rider. Yeah, she left everything in Japan to come and help me raise my oldest son. Mm. Yeah, so,
She's still here in the States? Or
yeah, she's still here.
Oh, okay.
She lives in one of my houses. Bitch.